And good morning from the market. Don Chaney, Andrew Cole, back here on a Saturday morning. I'm not even going to tag word of the day. I'm going to let you do that.
Let's point out the weather today. Would you call it gorgeous, Don? Because you like the weather.
I just said I wasn't going to do that. So because you, okay, gorgeous? No, I'm never using that word again around you.
I don't blame you.
I'm going to do.
What'd you call it? Pretty good?
What's that?
Pretty good?
It's
pretty
better
good?
than pretty good.
Better than pretty
better
good.
Than pretty good.
What's
That's
better
what
than pretty good?
That's what. No, that's it.
Speaking of better than pretty good, our guest today, our guest for the first half hour, Jenny Eisenman from thesuburbanjungle.com,
Yes.
from Florida.
How do you spell her name?
Isenman.
Very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We met at Victoria's. I was no surprise. I was sitting there typing, and we met, and she was very entertaining. And we invited her on because she actually has talent. We don't always get a lot of people with talent.
No.
No.
That is
what
a
we do
rarity
well.
on this show.
I want you to know I've been called better than pretty good more than once.
There you go.
So there you go.
Yeah.
And
Way to start the show.
Yeah. Well, Don was one. Were you ever called better than pretty good?
Once.
Okay. Before we start the show, I have an announcement. The final episode of The License. The License is a soap opera reality show that is being filmed in Aspen. It's about a beleaguered, misunderstood restaurateur who wants to get a liquor license. The final episode will be shot Monday at City Hall when the restaurateur goes for his license in front of City Council after the liquor board turned him down. A lot of drama, very exciting, and there will be armed guards.
Wow.
Why armed guards?
Well, because it could be, contentious. You don't know what's going to happen there.
Okay,
so there will be officers with guns.
I was just looking at a note.
And
Les
tasers.
just sent me a note from back at the studio. It says, say the name of the show.
Our name of our show?
Yeah.
At the Market.
At the Market.
You said we're at From the
emu.com. Oh, I said From the Market.
Yeah.
I know, but anyway.
Yeah. Used
So
to be the Andrew Cole
Very
show, but
good.
I got banned from this show even with my name. But it's okay. I like this. This is better. This is much
Anyway,
better.
Thanks, Les.
So that's the first
You're
announcement.
At the Market.
Second announcement, we're having a big race here, for a county commissioner and sheriff. So that
Sure.
they had a debate, and I don't know if I'd call it a debate because I don't know if you could be. This was a great thing if you really want to fall asleep. You just replay this because this was boring as dirt. But Rob Ittner is one of the guys running. Now, Rob Ittner's name was spelled 3 different ways, and besides the correct way
You
by
told
the
me
papers.
5 earlier.
I know. Rob with a so the Daily News and Brent Gardner-Smith spelt his name twice wrong.
They were trying to make it a more interesting read.
Well, possibly. And then the Times spelt it only once wrong. And I'm thinking to myself, that's not good.
So how many different spellings? And are
4.
any of them
There's
correct?
4. Yes.
Which one is correct?
Ittner. 2 T's, 1 N, an E,
Okay.
and an R.
Very
and
good.
Rob with 1 B.
Rob will be.
Well, 2 B's is different.
So I hear talent.
Okay.
What is your talent?
Tell everyone what you do.
I'm
Jenny,
curious
good?
to know. I figured by now we would know. What
you
is?
would know. Well, I hope you know. I'm a writer.
Very good.
I'm a humor columnist.
Nice.
Which is what we need on this show. Bad.
More humor, I hear.
Yes. Yes.
Nicely done.
Thank
Yep.
you.
And what is the name of your column?
I have a blog called thesuburbanjungle.com, but I also write for iVillage. I freelance for Babel, She Knows, The Jewish Times, The Sun Sentinel, a lot of lifestyle, parenting, women's sites. I contributed to a book recently, See Mom Run, which is a compilation
Current
of, the world's funniest moms. Obviously, I'm in that. And I'm writing a book now, which
Called?
I can't discuss too much. I can't tell you the name. You know the name.
Well,
It's a good name.
actually, I
But
do
it's
know the
really
name.
about how to whip your man into shape and make him a good husband. And it's all,
Uh-oh.
it's all amusing and funny about how to talk to your mother-in-law and how to nag more efficiently. All the important
But you can't tell us
things.
what it's called?
No.
Can't
no,
yet.
no. And here we point out that if you had read this book prior to your divorce, you could still be married.
That's true.
It's entirely possible.
Yeah.
We'll save many
I'm there.
marriages.
Save
The other
many
books I
marriages.
read did me no good. Maybe this one would have.
There
Well,
you go.
yeah, but it's too late now.
It
Maybe
is.
for your next marriage.
Because
Speaking of marriages, I have to leave very quickly to make Chelsea's
What?
marriage
Oh.
wedding today. It's late. I believe I will just land in time, so I'm very excited.
and does she know you're coming?
No. Others do though. FBI.
The media.
I'm sure
Yeah,
they
the
do.
FBI mostly. It's the FBI know I'm coming. So yeah. So how did you get into this, Jenny? Be good.
I actually,
.com?
I wrote
Inc?
for, yeah. It's Jenny from the blog.
Right.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd written for some magazines years and years and years ago. Not on these topics. I was in fashion in New York.
Right.
And when I left New York to move to the suburbs of Florida, the,
Right.
the swamps
Is-
of Florida where I
Is
live.
Florida really suburbs, though? I mean,
Oh,
do you
yeah.
consider it suburbs?
I live in the Truman Show. I mean, the people like ride around. They're like on a loop. They never sweat.
what part
It's
of
the same
what
people.
part of Florida
You
do you
see 'em go
what part of
around.
Florida do you live in?
I'm in Weston.
West End.
Weston.
West. Oh, in Weston.
Weston.
Yes. It's,
Oh, is that where I have a friend who lives in Weston? My
Really?
friend, he's a rabbi.
which rabbi?
David Abrams.
Is he Jewish?
Usually.
I was kidding.
It's one of
So-
the
I
requirements.
don't know Rabbi Abrams.
Do you live
No.
on the hip
West.
spring break MTV side of
No.
Florida or the play shuffleboard old people side of Florida?
Neither side.
Oh, okay.
Although I try and
She
rent my
straddles.
house out to.
Don't you straddle both fences really well?
Yeah, exactly.
Straddles both sides.
No, I live in the very young, hip, trendy. Everyone has a kid. I mean, there's no one really over. They kick you out.
I met your
at
husband.
About
I met your
45 out of my
husband.
neighborhood.
I met your husband.
Yeah.
We consider him young and trendy.
We don't.
So
I
there's
was gonna
blue
say-
But
hair
it's by
in
proxy.
your
I'm in, so he's in.
Okay.
there's
That's how it
blue
works.
hair in your neighborhood,
There's
but maybe a
none.
mohawk.
No.
A mohawk. Well,
A
no,
blue
no
mohawk.
No, that would
Okay.
be no
No.
piercings, mohawks.
No.
It's
Okay.
very conservative.
Okay.
These
But
are
anyway, it's-
conservative Jews.
It's a conservative Jappy neighborhood.
you have you
and
have
it's
the
right,
Jap-
but
you have
we
the
live in a
Japanese.
swamp.
You have the Japanese.
Yes, we have the Japanese.
Are there a lot of Japanese in Florida?
There are. There are.
I would have
I don't
never
even know what we're
equated
talking
Florida
about now.
with.
Yeah.
There actually are a lot of Jewish Japanese people in Florida.
Really? Did you know
Mhm.
that?
I mean, I don't know if it's
No.
like a hub.
Is it
know.
more
The
like
Jewish
are there more
Japanese
Japanese
hub
than
of the
Chinese?
United States.
You know, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't want to say anything politically incorrect right now, so I'm
Yeah,
just going
because
to say I
we're
don't
always
know.
so concerned about
yes,
that on this show.
Well,
I
it's
want
one
to
of
be
the things-
politically correct.
Look at my bell's
could
been,
see-
my
But
bell is
yes.
so damaged by what I'm allowed not to, what I'm not allowed to do. It's having troubles.
What?
My
I think
bell.
I think it's making you a better broadcaster.
Oh
Andrew.
God, no! Please, I'm boring. I'm going to be like you. God, blah, 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 let me interview you. Blah, blah, blah. What do I want to
Thanks.
do that for?
Why would the heck would you want to do that?
No, you own that market. You own that morning drive. Let me ask you a real question. I own that. Can I
Well,
just?
that's a little nicer than what you just said. So that's
Yeah,
a little
yeah. I own that late afternoon. Can I call you up and just piss you off? I
You
think I
own
can say that.
you own that. Oh God, is it Andrew? Tell him I'll call him back.
Well, no,
Contingent? No.
it's you. It's
Okay.
you hanging up.
Okay.
I used to average about 30% hang-ups. I used to just call people, and they would 30% of the time they'd hang up. What would that noise be?
Is that a? I don't know if that's a good.
Oh, that's why I want electric
average.
carts, just to destroy my eardrums. So, one of the things you do there, don't you also do some stuff for CBS, or
I
did
do.
you
I
make
do
that up?
some. No,
Oh, okay.
I do some
No.
commentary for the local CBS.
Right,
As a mom,
right.
you
What's
know,
the
on
What's the favorite
hot
thing you've
button
ever
issues.
What's the favorite thing you've ever written about? How are we doing for time? By the way, Kutcher Scorsese is not here today. We're at 4. We're at 5. We have 45 seconds left. We're going to come back.
Okay.
And here's what we're going to do. I think you're going to like this.
Yes.
I've been accused of being, I've been accused of a lot of things. But we're going to find out. Jenny's going to interview me and find out if I'm a metrosexual or I'm just a closet gay. Right? We're going to
Yes,
determine
that's-
which one I am. And that's going to be in our next segment. Are you excited about that?
I am, and it's hard now to sound like to back up and sound like I didn't really mean that, but I did really mean that.
But you're excited about that.
I am very excited about
Okay.
that.
These were her children.
We're
back
at the
here.
market. It's brought to you
They
by
still are.
Still
emu.com. Buy, sell, live. We'll be back in just about 2.
Colorado Marketing, the Aspen Media Authority, your one-stop source for marketing your business with radio, television, digital displays, and the internet. K-Snow Radio, the sound of the Roaring Fork Valley. Your radio, playing what you want at yourradio.com. Outside television, the outdoor lifestyle at tvaspen.com. And engage and inform with our digital display network. Colorado Marketing, your Aspen Media Authority.